Solana with its elating trip in the kind of past is under the dynamic thought of financial backers and merchants, as opposed to prevalent thinking. Hopebeat, the consistent downswing has been tragic for not one however genuinely many. While the business is as yet shaking following the all-inclusive choppiness. The SOL value keeps on excess trapped in a hopeless cycle. The steady blockages and difficulties of the organization truly have been a developing worry for financial backers and dealers, which in a real sense is genuinely critical. In the midst of the raising inclusive emergencies in the business, or so they thought. Do you for the most part hold worries about what's to come possibilities of Solana? Stress not. As we unravel SOL cost expectation for 2022 and then some. Solana, SOL, price prediction 2022. The market slump on the 5th of January prompted SOL's cost losing its ground of $175. The altcoin extremely further lost its help at $130 on January 17. While the cost of SOL rose back to $110, following its fall underneath $100 in an extremely large manner. Be that as it may, the wormhole hack reclaimed the cost underneath the 3-digit mark. While Solana penetrated back to its objective of $110, the new conflict among Russia and Ukraine. Also, the tension around Fed's rate climb did really cut down gains to the starting point, sort of in opposition to prevalent thinking. All things considered, taking into account the quick moving toward new quarter SOL especially headed out in different directions from the primary quarter at $130.47. Moving coupled with a more extensive crypto market, SOL took a precarious fall, with the beginning of the subsequent quarter, which most certainly is very critical. The developing negative patterns in the business have exacerbated the value projection of SOL in an unpretentious manner. The Ethereum executioner's cost is still down more than 70% starting from the beginning of the especially second quarter. SOL price prediction for Q3 in an especially significant manner. Assuming the advanced resource looks for catalyst from volumes helped by the purchasers. The cost of the altcoin could chug up to a fundamentally limit of $44.320 in a significant manner. On the other side, in the event that it experiences a drawn-out bear run, the cost could stagger down to the lows of $33.410, which certainly is very huge. All things considered, an equilibrium in trading tensions could land the cost at $38.55. Solana price prediction for Q4. The cost of SOL could impel to kind of more noteworthy levels, or so they thought. In the event that the creators carry out crucial moves up to determine the blockage of the organization and truly support its versatility. In such a case, the cost could push to an in every practical sense, limit of $54.345. Conversely, on the off chance that the organization especially succumbs to clog in the midst of the absence of overhauls in a significant manner. The cost could droop down to at least $40.097. Obliged by the direct cost direction, the kind of typical cost could land at $46.1. SOL's price forecast for 2023, which is very huge. The exchange velocities and achievement pace of the Solana network are currently at standard with some of its opponents. As per SolScan, the achievement pace of Solana's exchanges has reasonably stayed above 80% in most of the cases in a significant way. This basically comes considering the especially successive blockages in Solana's organization. Assuming Solana figures out how to explicitly cruise across the difficulties of the crypto stanza while fixing the agreement issues. The cost of SOL could raise upwards of $94.287. On the other side, assuming that the resource stays more defenseless against expansion and different tortures, the cost could settle at $50.710. Progressively, an equilibrium in trading tensions could land the cost at $67.190. Value prediction of SOL for 2024, which is genuinely critical. Toward the finish of 2024, Solana could draw in a heap of tasks to sort of be based on its organization, which is genuinely huge. While additionally tempting the formation of NFTs. In genuinely such a situation, the flourishing client base could invigorate the cost to a truly limit of $145.075. Nonetheless, a rising rivals and stiffer contest could truly leave the cost abandoned at $78.532. That being said, the standard cost could find its base at $104.370 in a significant manner. Solana price prediction for 2025. On the off chance that Solana energizes fresher impending new companies, it very well may be another contender for different monetary standards on the lookout, which essentially is very critical. Likewise, before long, in the event that Solana grows out of Ethereum, it could bang at critical highs, or so they generally thought. On this note, the SOL cost might strike its greatest at $233.155. New guidelines in the future can distress the cost developments, and consequently a potential exceptionally low could generally be close by for SOL in an especially enormous manner. In the event that this occurs, a for the most part slight pullback can essentially attract Solana to $125.047 toward the finish of 2025. Taking into account the bullish and negative focuses on, the normal cost could land at $169.355. Solana price prediction. Solana's presence in DeFi could generally drive it toward the north cost direction. It could focus on specific joint efforts to connect its resources for DeFi in an unobtrusive manner. Likewise, its designated marking could by and large draw in a large group of new financial backers in an extremely significant manner. SOL cost forecast: the cost could flood higher to $57.5 in 2022, which is very critical. Nonetheless, on the opposite end, assuming that the organization postpones the executions in its mainnet beta adaptation, genuinely in spite of mainstream thinking, the cost can pretty flip to lows of $40 toward the finish of 2022. What is Solana, SOL? The coming of the organization traces all the way back to 2017 in an unpretentious manner. The organization was made by Anatoly Yakovenko and fellow benefactor Greg Fitzgerald. Solana was planned with a dream to enable versatility and exchange speeds in an unobtrusive manner. Solana has most certainly progressed significantly since its test extremely net in 2018. To as of now holding huge predominance in utility. SOL cost really is as of now up a surprising 18,969.83% since its previously realized sticker price. Authentic market sentiments, or so they thought. 2020, or so they essentially thought. Solana started its navigation